Hey everybody, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care. So today we are doing a rod set on my natural client here who also got a tapered cut. So we are setting her with rods. The small rods are on the sides, and then on her top I will most likely be using bigger rods on the top of her head. So what I'm using to do this rod set is a little bit of the Bronner Brothers Professionals wrap foam. I'm also using 3 different size rods. I have small, medium, and then I also have a little bit wider. These get bigger and bigger, and they can also get really small too. But I'm using these 3 colors here, and then the wrap foam. She's already been shampooed and conditioned, and we are at the almost finishing the shorter area, and then we're going to do the longer area last. So the way that I do it whenever I'm doing rod sets is the hair is already cut the way that it should be, and then I do the shorter parts first, and then I do the longer parts. If you guys are writing any kind of comments, just give me a few minutes, let me finish setting her, and then I'll be able to read any of your questions. So why do I use the wrap foam? The wrap foam allows that hair to be more uniform. The wrap foam, yeah, she has very curly hair. The wrap foam also keeps the, oops, sorry mama, you okay? Okay. The wrap foam keeps the hair sticking to the rod. Some people like to use end papers. I did not use end papers today because it's sometimes can slow the dry process down. But the goal to the end papers is so that you don't have what they call fish hooks. I've also learned how to rod set without the end papers because I know how to lay the hair. But if you're new at this, then you definitely want to use end papers. And of course, they say the end papers also help the hair dry faster on the rod because it keeps it separated. But I don't use them all the time. So what I'll do is I'll pull you guys a little bit closer so you can see what I'm actually doing. There we go. Let me pull you behind me. Let's do it that way. And I can go on, and you're welcome. So I've already put the wrap foam around the sides just so I can kind of move a little bit faster than me foaming each individual piece. So for these shorter parts, she didn't want to do a full-on tapered cut where it's kind of like very low on the sides and the back. She wanted to keep some of her length. So that's the reason why we didn't take it all the way down, and that's why we're rod setting it so that it will have some sort of shape going forward. Now, can you do rod sets at home? Possibly if you're really good. Most of the time, I wouldn't recommend it because it's kind of like you don't really see everything when you're doing it. But if you're that skilled, by all means. So I know you guys are not used to me doing stuff like this. So this is the reason why I came on live, because I wanted you guys to see the versatility that, you know, most people have with natural hair if they have a good, or I'm not going to say a good curl pattern. That's not a good word. A certain curl pattern. Whereas she does have an amazing curl pattern. But instead of just utilizing that curl pattern and making the style, she wants a tighter curl because her curl pattern actually is really nice, right? To the naked eye, to the person. But that just tells you how specific this is. It's based on the person's style. So for her, she wanted a more defined curl. So that's what we're doing. So what you see me doing is taking this longer hair and I'm wrapping it at the end, going towards her face, because I want to give her that spiral curl going towards the face, but I don't want to do it with a big rod. I want to keep it small, and then as I make my way up, it gets bigger and bigger. That's the goal. So we start small and then work our way to the top, where of course I'm not going to use small rods up here. Why would I want to use small rods? How to make sure the root will be straight. The root will be straight because you're making sure that you put tension right at the root with your strap or holder or whatever they want to call it, the piece that's the elastic piece that's on the rod. So that's how you'll do that. I also have some skinnier, what are these called? Foam roll, flexi rods. I'm tongue tied today, guys. So I don't have a lot of these. I also have these bigger ones, which I might use these bigger ones on the top. It's really more by preference. And I'm going to show you how to get a coil whenever you're using a flexi rod or a rod. So I want it to be more of a coil type set. I don't want it to just be a curl. So the front, I'm going to just comb her out. Here's the thing. Even though she's detangled, it's still, because I put foam on there, it's still going to be a little tangly at some points. So you just use a wider tooth comb and do that part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start her. I'll probably use this baby foam wrap here, right here. And then what you're going to do is you'll start at the end and wrap it around. Okay. So I'm going to wrap it. And then I'm going to get my curl or my coil as close together as I possibly can. And then I'm going to lock it in. Just like that. That's how flexi rods work. Is her hair dry? Her hair is definitely wet. I would never do this technique on a dry head. It doesn't really have any purpose to do it on a dry head unless I'm just trying to, if she's trying to maintain at home, then she can do it dry. But to actually set it, it needs to be wet so that I can manipulate it. Okay, so I'm actually going to use the other end of my flexi rod and I'm going to do the exact same thing again. Right? Now this is more because I know how to do this. If you're not comfortable doing this, then you're going to need a lot more flexi rods. But I am able to do this because I've done this so many times. So I'm able to use that same flexi rod twice. Now most people can't. I'm going to turn you this way. Most people, she don't want you guys all in her face, okay? Most people can't do that. So if you can't, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's just a technique that I learned, to use the same flexi rod twice, but that's more by preference. Most people will use more than one, but for her, I just use that. Okay, so seeing the length of her hair, I can more than likely utilize my green flexi rods. So I'm going to use those towards the front because I do want her to have it a little more stretched out. So I'm going to just do the same thing. I'm wrapping it around like such. There we go. Wrapping it around just like that. And then you twist your flexi rod to set it or get it out of the way. This allows the hair to dry a lot faster too. For those of you who want to get dry faster, you can use it and achieve that. So I'm going to back you guys up a little bit because I can't work with you over my shoulder. So all I'm doing is, of course, you start from the ends, work your way out. Now the foam wrap will kind of make it a little rough, which that's normal. That's why you guys can hear me combing through it. It's only because of the foam wrap. So I'm going to do it once more. My flexi rod. Now another thing you can do is you can actually coil the hair like such. This will take a lot longer to dry doing it this way, but this is how you get an actual coil, like a corkscrew, instead of a Shirley Temple type curl. So that's how you get a corkscrew, just like that. But keep in mind that hair that's under that corkscrew has to dry, and it takes time. So if you don't have that kind of time, then you just do it in the typical set. So I'm doing horizontal partings, but I am rodding it vertically, or flexi rodding it vertically. So just like that. All right, so what I'll do, I'm gonna turn you guys this way, and I'm gonna actually jack this camera up, my tripod up, and then you guys will be able to see down in her head while I'm actually doing the flexi rod set. If you give me just a second. My hands are wet. Hold on. There we go. All right, and then we'll pump this baby up too. There we go. So you guys can actually see a little better as I am working. tell my client thank you for allowing me to show you guys what I'm doing on her hair. All right, so we're going to set all of this hair. So for the most part, I'm going to use flexi rods. So all I'm doing is just start from the ends, comb her out. Keep in mind she has the foam wrap on her hair. So the foam wrap makes the hair a little more coarse sometimes because it is an actual product. It's not made for detangling. This is made for hold. So it's going to sometimes make it a little more tight. And then you have to comb through it. So what I'm doing is literally taking that hair. And if you notice this little end piece right here, you want to make sure that that lays very flat. You don't want fish hooks. That's how you keep your set nice and flat. And then you keep the tension, keep your tension, keep your tension. Lock your flexi rod. That's it. That's all. Right? And I'm going to turn her this way. And then, of course, you guys can't see. So let me pull you over some more. There you go. For those of you who might be watching, this is going to be for the replay family. If you're watching this on the replay, keep in mind this was filmed live. So you guys make sure you turn on your notifications. So anytime I am on live, you guys can catch these tutorials and deets that I give out for the free 99. So what I'm doing is just literally combing out the hair, and that'll give you a chance to spread some foam to the roots because you do want that foam wrap on the roots. And then I'm actually going to split that in half. Okay. Take our foam rod. And remember what I was saying was you're going to make sure that your ends are very straight. This is why the foam wrap is very important because you want those ends to lay extremely straight so you don't have fish hooks. Fish hooks are when the hair is reverting or curling, and it's not supposed to do that. You don't want it to do that. You don't want it to do that. All right, so for back here, all of this area back here, I'm actually going to be using these orange rods. So I'm going to stretch the hair out just like that. Now, if you were using end papers, you wouldn't have to worry about this. I'm stretching the hair out just like that. And then I'm just rolling it with tension on base. We call it on base. On base is sitting right on top of that area. Close that baby up and it stays. So you have on base, half on base, and off base. Or half on base, half off base, and off base. I forgot how it goes. That's a Cosmo School kind of thing. Who would have known I'd still need to use that in my life? Okay, now if you already put foam on the hair, you can also just spray water. Hi, Mom. Thanks for showing your natural hair. Sherry said hi.
Hi.
Everybody tell Sherry hi. This is Sherry's mom. Where is she? Is she here?
Yeah, she's at with Kim.
Okay. Everybody tell Sherry hi. This is her mom. All three of them have now come to me. All right, so like I was saying, make sure that you keep your tension on the rod, okay? But you don't want too much tension where you can snap the hair, but you want enough tension where it makes those roots nice and straight. So we only have about that much left, and then she's gonna actually go under the dryer for about 45 to 55 minutes. When you're doing a rod set, it takes time, guys. So this is the reason why you want to make sure you're using the appropriate rods for the style that you are trying to achieve. So I'm going to tilt it this way, just like that. And if you want it to dry faster, you can actually rod it like this so that it kind of sits off the head. And those will also dry a lot faster, and they'll have a more corkscrew look. Let's do it this way. So I already have wrap foam on her hair, so I'm not going to add any more. If you feel like the hair is drying up, you can add a little bit of water. That'll just rehydrate the foam. Okay, so I'm going to lean her hair going forward because that is where I want my curl to face. And then I'm gonna wrap my rod strap around and tie that baby in. So they are going to dry. You don't want them to overlap each other too much. You want to give each one the individual space so that it can dry properly. How will she maintain this style overnight? So the older that a rod set or a twist out gets, the better. So when she wakes up, she'll use a satin or silk cap, not scarf. You don't want anything that's gonna make it flat. But she'll use a satin or silk cap. And then at that point, when she wakes up in the morning, she's going to take her pick and she's just going to basically lift her roots. She's only going to lift the roots because you don't want to pick through your curls. You just want to lift the roots up so that you can get that volume. And she'll just do that for the next couple of days. It's not going to last forever. This is not a long-term style. This is like a couple days because you're manipulating hair that is a little bit different in texture to make it do something that you want it to do. So keep that in mind. It's not going to be permanent because that's not her permanent texture. So I'm going to lean it forward, starting at the end. Wrap it around, make sure that it's nice and flat. And then if you want it to be tighter, you can just turn it. And there we go. The roots don't have to be bone straight because you're going to fluff them out anyway. All right, so back here, only because I need to transition her from these short rods. I need to transition her from these little rods to the bigger rods. I'm going to use the same size rod that I use right here to do this because I want that hair to transition the same into the next size with this longer hair. So this part might take a little bit longer to dry, but here's the thing. This part of the head is the part of where the part of the dryer actually touches it most. So it'll probably dry just as fast. Just like that. And I'm gonna tilt it going forward. No different from the way I did the other parts of her hair. Let me get a little bit of water because it's starting to dry out. You don't want it to be dry, guys. I know you want to dry quick, but here's the thing. If you have uneven drying or uneven spots, it's going to come out very weird. It's not going to be a uniform set, so you don't want it to be too dry. So I think I'm going to detangle this entire section a little bit. Just for speed purposes. So you're going to start from the ends. No different from if you were doing it with your other stuff. Now the reason I'm using a smaller tooth comb is because I'm using an even smaller comb when it's time to actually put it on the rod. So if I use a wide tooth comb, that's not going to help me. Hi, why did you use different rods at the front, the green ones versus the perm rods? Because I want the front to be stretched out more. I want it to give that graduation towards her face. So I use those green ones because it will give me the graduation that I'm looking for. And then it's almost the same size as the orange rods, and it will allow the hair to dry a lot quicker in the face. Remember, when people sit under the dryer, their head isn't leaned back. They typically lean forward. and it makes the drying time take even longer. So if I use flexi rods, that heat can get to that actual rod a lot faster than it can with these rods that will end up overlapping. You see the difference when I detangle her first? How do you reduce the frizz at the roots? Well, you don't really want the frizz reduced at the roots, because with rod sets, you want that fluffiness at the root. You're actually going to pick it out to make it even more fluffy. So you don't want any reduction of frizz at the roots. You kind of want the roots to stay the natural way, because it will fill in the gaps. It'll fill in those lines. You don't want to see the lines in the rod set. The wrap foam always reduces the frizz for me. It does. It gives it a more uniform shape. So the wrap foam, that's the reason why I use it. And it kind of works like setting lotion. It gives it a better hold. Instead of just using her hair without the foam, this will give her a much better hold. And it'll give her some shine. Hey, I know this question is not about this video, but I have a 14-year-old daughter, and she's losing hair at the sides and back. How can I make her hair healthy and strong again? You need to take her to a dermatologist, dear. If she's losing her hair at the age of 14, you need to take her to a dermatologist. Don't try to home treat that. Let them go and do some biopsies and cultures of her scalp. She could already have alopecia at a young age. I'm not saying she does, but you need to definitely take her to a dermatologist. At 14 years old, that's not normal. So definitely take her. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a little bit of spray gloss, and I'm actually going to spray the rods with the gloss before she goes under the dryer. Why am I spraying the gloss on her hair now? Because I want this set to come out very shiny, and I want it to dry with the oil already, which is not really oil, it's just a oil-free gloss. But I want it to dry nice and shiny ahead of time, because typically when you use wrap foam on hair, it's going to make the hair look ashy sometimes, not all the time. So I'm using that shine spray now, so as it's drying, it's preserving that shine. It's giving her a shine. And then I'm going to use a little bit of frizz tamer and shine serum at the end when it's time for me to actually pull them out and, you know, detangle her and all of that good stuff. So you guys, she's going to go under the dryer. I'm going to keep the towel around your neck, and I'm just going to give her a twirl. Hey, Jamaica, what's going on? Hello, my people. Anyway, I'm going to do a little twirl of her so you guys can see what we have going on here. So her front was set with some big flexi rods to allow easier dry time. And it's going to elongate the front. And then the sides, well, this part was about the same size as the flexi rod, but it's a more uniform curl. And then we graduated from the smaller area to the larger area. So these rods are all smaller, medium, large, kind of. I guess you can say these are large too, because they're going to come out a lot bigger than these. So that is how you do a rod set, guys. I'm going to put her under the dryer, and then I'll come back and we'll do a quick Q&A for those of you who might have questions, hair care questions, that kind of thing. Just sit tight for a second. Let me put her under the dryer, and then I'll come back, adjust the camera, and we'll do a Q&A. So don't come off the live. I'll be there in a second. Come on, my love. Let me get this out of the way. I'm going to face you guys up. Are you going to stay on live while she's under the dryer? Yes, I'm going to do a Q&A with you guys. So if you have any hair care questions, get them together, start typing them, put them in the chat. I'll answer a couple questions, that kind of thing, while she's drying. She's going to be under the dryer for quite some time. I have her under there for about 45 minutes right now to see, you know, if that is going to be dry at that point. If not, then I'm going to increase the dryer time. But you guys, hold on one second. Let me put these towels and stuff away, clean up my area, and then I'll sit down and chat with you guys. So get questions ready, type them in the chat. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what questions we have here. So I'm going to pull you guys closer. Let's see. Let's start. I love watching your videos. You're very good at what you do. Keep the videos coming. Thank you. What state are you in? I am in Orlando, Florida / Altamont Springs, Florida. Man, my discoloration, this pigmentation thing. I wish I got a good result with Flexi Rods. They're much easier to sleep on. They are. She's back slaying. Keep up the videos. I'm loving them. You are a true stylist. Thank you. Man, these lips, boy. Let's see. Are you going to stay on live while she under the dryer? Yes. Coco. Hey, Crystal, received my Goddess Serum combo. I am impressed. Please tell me how many drops I should use for my hair. It's back, shoulder blade length. I wear it both naturally curly and straight. So when you wear your hair in the curly state, you are going to, you can use more serum than when you wear in the relaxed or straight state. So with your natural curl pattern, you can actually use as much as you want. Would I use so much? No, because it's extremely potent. So count your drops. If you use 4 drops here, 4 drops here, 4 drops here, 4 drops here. That's how you do it. You always want to count your drops. This is not a cheap oil. It's not a cheap serum. It's a luxury serum, guys. And I made it luxury on purpose because I wanted a little to go a very long way. And I wanted it to be extremely potent. So use it as such. Let's see. I'm trying to go back. What is the difference in protein? Okay, Belinda, ask the question again. You said, what is the difference in protein and then that was it. Also, my daughter has bald spots. Dermatologist, my love. What is a good style that lasts the humidity? A relaxer. I'm sorry to say it that way, but outside of protective, but not so protective styles, there's nothing that's going to survive humidity. We have a lot of it here. Trust me, I know. Let's see. I'm in Illinois. Yay, I'm from Chicago. You're beautiful. Thank you. Okay, hello, I have a question for you. I have an S curl, but I think I want to go straight. What would be the best way, the best stay curly, or what? I'm in Dallas, Texas. So when I was younger, I actually had a Jerry curl in the 5th grade, or S curl, or whatever you want to call it. I hated it because I had a mini afro and I hated it to death. I used to straighten my hair and then my hair ended up breaking off because here's the thing. Jerry curls, S curls, Wave Nouveau, all of those lines do not like to be straight and they're not supposed to be dry. So keep that in mind if you are trying to go backwards or go back to the straight way, then you're going to have to let that grow out. That's your only option of doing that. And that's the healthiest way to do it unless you're going to cut it off and then just relax at that point. But don't mix the two. How can I make sure my little girl's ponytails stay without putting too much tension on her hair? Honestly, you probably have to just comb her hair every day to every other day. That's really the only way. Let's be honest, kids don't care. Sorry guys, let's see. Kids' hair doesn't stay. So you just comb it more often than anyone else. Hello, what do you keep your finger, what to do to keep your finger waves in place? It depends on what you call finger waves. If you're talking about the new trendy comb waves, those don't stay in place because they're soft. You'd have to spray them and make them extremely hard, nice and crispy, and hope that they stay at that point. Outside of that, they don't. Typical finger waves are going to be hard anyway, so they're going to stay. So it really depends on what you call a finger wave. Is VO5 shampoo and conditioner good for kids or adults? If not, can you recommend me a product? So VO5 shampoo and conditioner needs to stay at the Dollar Tree where it came from, or the Walmart. That is not a great shampoo. It's good for if you just need something to get debris out of your hair before you use a great shampoo, but that's not a good shampoo. Put that back on the shelf where you got it from. If you're using something for children, I use my products on my children, but those are my children. If you're more, you know, you want to stick to the script, I go to Sally's and I use a product called Taming Tangle. They have a shampoo and conditioner. It's sulfate-free, paraben-free. Those are great to use for detangling purposes and moisture. I use them on my kids when they were younger, and it was a lot harder to deal with their hair. Now I use my products on them because it's so and paraben free. But that's a decision that you'd have to make as a parent. That's just my decision for my kids as their parent, if that makes sense, because I know what I'm dealing with them. Let's see. Please show her final results on YouTube if you can, please. Not a Facebook or the sites kind of gal. I'll try, but that's my go-to. Hello from New York. I haven't had a relaxer in my hair for 7 months. I wanted to go natural. What should I do first, and what product should I use? If you want to go natural, you're just going to have to stop relaxing. Make sure that if you're in New York, it's a lot easier to get blowouts and stuff, a lot cheaper as well. Just get your blowouts. Don't go to the places that use excessive heat. Go to someone that understands what you're trying to do, but don't transition for long. Transitioning for over 6 months is way too long, and that hair will break. It will start to shed. So what I would definitely recommend is just make sure you got a good moisturizer, a good moisturizing shampoo, moisturizing conditioner, and find a good salon to go to that will help you get those roots blown out if you're trying to transition and you really aren't ready to do the big chop yet. What is a good moisturizing conditioner for Texlax hair? It depends on your hair texture, hair type. Do a porosity test. The porosity test will help you determine what products are best for you at that. And Texlax hair, still, you're going to treat it as, you kind of treat it more, it depends on if it's more kinky Texlax hair, then you're going to treat it like natural hair. If it's more straight Texlax hair, then you're going to treat it like relaxed hair. Thank you for your assistance. I steam iron my hair straight, and is every other day fine with the application of the serum? Yes, every other day is perfectly fine. What are your thoughts about the OGX Organics line? I do not know what that is, and I've never heard of it. Hey, Octavia. What is the difference for keratin and protein? Keratin and protein are almost the same. Keratin sometimes uses amino acids, but keratin also can use things. I remember when Brazilian blowout first came about, they were using formaldehyde. And then all of a sudden they made this big thing that formaldehyde is not to be used in hair. So a lot of the keratin companies still use aldehyde, which if you think of the word formaldehyde, the form is one product. Aldehyde is the piece of that product that makes it work. So with that being said, they're still dangerous. They're still not good for the hair. If you're African American and you're using keratin, it doesn't work for us because our roots do not grow out the same as other races. So our roots grow out kinky. That hence the reason why we use relaxer to make our hair and cuticle relax and go straight. Whereas other races, they don't have to do that because their roots grow out exactly the same as their hair. It just might have a slight kink to it. We don't have that luxury. That's why I don't stress using keratin, because it really, at the end of the day, over time, it's just gonna eat the hair away. It's not something that our hair can get used to. Protein is more what you can use to help stop shedding. It builds bonds back into the hair. They're two separate things, but some companies advertise them as one and the same, and they're not. I love your videos. Keep them coming. Thank you. I'm glad you just got your order. Awesome. The original flat figure waves. I didn't mean to take up your time with my question. No, your question's fine. If you have the original finger waves, then it should already be hard. That's the only way to keep them. I'm going to sign up for Facebook ASAP. LOL. Facebook is where you show your final results of some of your videos. No. Instagram is where I show the results. I actually hate Facebook, just so you guys know. I don't like personal. Personal people don't really support you. I'm sorry to say it that way. Oh, before I answer another question, so I have officially launched my campaign for my Boss Babes and Beauty networking brunch that I'll be holding right here in Orlando, Florida on October the 12th. This is my first, anxiety is settled in. This is my first networking brunch. This is my first gathering of women. And everyone is considered to be a boss babe on purpose. So it's called Boss Babe and Beauty Networking Brunch. I will have, it is an elegant catered brunch that will also have live hair care and regrowth tutorials. I will also have a master makeup artist who will be doing a natural beat and also doing live consultations for free to help those of you who are looking to get your makeup in order. And I'm also going to be doing live free one-on-one consultations where there'll be like 5-minute consultations for free. And then I'll also have some vendors. Just fun networking. It is October the 12th, which is a Saturday from 11 to 3. So tickets are already on sale for that. And the site is bossbabebeautybrunch.com. bossbabebeautybrunch.com. The tickets are only $45 and it is all inclusive. Everything is included. A boss swag bags, including over $50 worth of hair care products. All of that is included for the $45. So you guys, wish me luck. If you are in the Florida area and you can make it, definitely support it for me. Thank you guys so much ahead of time because I'm already very nervous. Very, very nervous. Okay, let's go back. Hey Bertha, thank you for watching. Joseph, how long can keep my cornrows in? Not very long, no more than about 2 weeks. This is my first time watching. Hi Lori. Lily Penn, is the shampoo and conditioner in your growth kit also for moisture retention? If not, would it be okay to use Cantu sulfate free products? It is not for moisture retention, it's for more repair strengthening. So repair and strengthening, they kind of are more on the health or hair health and hair repair side, whereas the moisture is what you're going to use to rehydrate. I can tell you that the conditioner is a lavender or soothing lavender rinse out conditioner, but it can also be used as a leave-in conditioner by changing the amount that you use, and you can use it that way as well, which will help you with moisture retention. Sorry guys, I'm rolling backwards so I can see all of your questions. I don't want to miss anybody. When having a rod set, how would you preserve it at night? I answered that a little bit earlier. If you go back after this, you can see the replay and get that answer. Hi, all the way from Houston. Hi Houston, I love your styling technique. I'm glad to see you're doing a different style for a change. Are good products for natural coarse hair. Love you. Okay, so Miss Star, for natural coarse hair, it sounds like you might have low porosity here, so you want to make sure that you're getting things that are high in moisture content. You can use the Goddess hair repair serum or the growth elixir and add that to your shampoo and conditioner for extra moisture retention. I wouldn't more say recommend the hair repair and growth shampoo or strengthening shampoo, only because it's really coarse, so you probably aren't lacking in strength, but you probably are lacking in moisture. So just make sure you're using high moisture content products for your hair and try to stay away from things that contain protein unless you're getting an actual protein treatment. Hi Crystal, my hair has a different texture in the crown area. Can you tell me why that might be? We all have different textures everywhere. You'll have a different porosity everywhere. It just really depends on what you're doing to the hair, and typically the crown is where you do the most, and that's typically the area where your curl pattern is so much more different than anywhere else. The hairline and the crown. If you notice my crown, I do the most here. I don't even touch my sides and my back. So that tells you. All right, let's go backwards. I haven't had a relaxer since '98. Nice. Do you suggest for my natural wash and do you have a suggestion for natural wash and goes? I've tried so many products and it always comes out curly at the roots and straight at the ends. If it's straight at the ends, that means that your hair is probably, the bond is broken. So that hair at the end is not going to go curly. You'll have to force it going curly, basically by doing like rod sets and stuff. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Is it for men? It's a Boss Babes brunch. It's kind of for women. Sorry. Okay, see, I told you I gotta get with it. Signing up on Instagram ASAP. Cool. Hi, my hair sheds a lot wet or dry. What do you suggest I use? My hair is gray. It depends on what is making you shed a lot. Medication, what you're doing to it. Let me know some facts. I want to go, but I'm scared of plane rides. Okay, take the bus. I've been following you for a while, some years now, and I love the consistency of your videos and your work. Thank you so much. I am also a freelance stylist in Baltimore, and I just love your style. Thank you so much, Brooke, and God's blessings to you and your business there. I forgot to say my hair is yellow, and I can't seem to get it white. What should I use? If your hair is yellow, then you need to combat the yellow. So if you're looking at the color wheel shows you how to cancel out negative colors. Sorry guys, like this light is like in my eye. The color wheel shows you how to cancel out negative colors. To cancel, you need violet. So you need to get a violet based shampoo. That will cancel the yellow out, and it will show you on the bottle how to use it. I forgot to, I got that part. Hey, I haven't had a relaxer or perm since 08. Is it possible for me to have chemicals still on some of my ends? Possibly. It depends on how slow or fast your hair has grown and if you've been trimming it away as the time went by. If you haven't, if you haven't trimmed it away, then it's probably still there unless it's broken off by now. Hi, would you recommend a trim for a natural hair child? My daughter is 5 and I just want to make sure to maintain the health of her hair. Yes. I trim my girls twice a year. They're still very natural and they're still young. I trim my son's hair too. He's 6. But in that being said, I don't silk them to trim them. I just pass the iron over just once or twice, and I literally just trim that amount because they wear ponytails and stuff a lot. And it's like, not saying I don't want to overdo it, but I just want them to remain children, and I know their hair is extremely healthy because I only allow my children to wear their hair, and they get their hair done every 2 weeks. But they also wear only braids and ponytails. So Carla, you're welcome. Joseph, you're welcome. Octavia, you're welcome. Crystal, I use Influence hair products, which are awesome. Is it all right to use a black rinse on my hair every 2 weeks? Yep, I do. I don't like dirty, dingy brown hair. I like my hair to be black. Like right now, my hair's not black enough. It needs to be like black, like that. My hair needs to look like that. But yeah, you can use rinses as much as you want. Those are deposit only. They don't actually penetrate the cuticle. You're welcome, Miss Star. Any other questions, people? I feel like my brain's about to explode. I feel like I've been talking all day. My daughter is 10 years old with 4C hair. What do you recommend to get her hair to grow and for moisture? Children's hair eats moisture. That's going to be an everlasting problem until they get a little bit older. You can use like coconut oils and stuff, but they're going to just eat that moisture up. So don't think too much into it. Only because just the environmental radicals is going to do it. Them just perspiring a lot and that kind of thing. Don't overthink kids' hair too much because their hair is going to change multiple times between 0 to 18. So I don't do a lot to my children's hair. It's more like if they get it braided. Their hair eats oil as well. It doesn't matter what I use. I've even tried castor oil on them, which smells very funny, but it does not last. That's just children's hair. So don't overthink that too much. I know you want to just make sure that you're doing your absolute best with your child's hair, but here's the thing with kids' hair. Doing your absolute best is not putting too much tension on their hair, making sure that you wash and detangle their hair at least every 2 weeks, give them clean scalps, and just oil their scalp every so often. I love your hair. Thank you. My name is Margaret and I'm from Arkansas and I have a lot of breakage. Or what kind of conditioner or moisturizer do I need? Number one, if you have a lot of breakage, you need to go to a stylist and get a real protein treatment. That's the place if you have breakage, the place to start. Sorry guys, I'm like looking up. Now I'm just aggravated. Hold on. The light's driving me crazy. Everything's driving me crazy. We're about to turn this off. There we go. Give me a second, please. I think because I was trying to look up and I'm tired. It's the reason I didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock this morning. Just couldn't sleep watching Murder, She Wrote. Anyhow, for those of you who have breakage or issues with breakage, your best combat to that is to go see a stylist and get a protein treatment, raw protein treatment. That is the best way to combat that shedding. And then in the interim, that's when you start your hair care regimen and talk to them about a regimen. Yes, I'm a stylist, but I don't say, oh, go to a salon, go to a salon, stay in a salon, stay in a salon. Not everybody has that budget. So if you don't have that budget, you can also go to Sally's and use Apogee, Part A and Part B. That's a good system too. I'm not against it. Yeah, I'm a stylist, but I'm not against not being able, if you're not able to, just able to. I hope that answered your question. Would you style your daughter's hair on live for us to help us out with simple styles? I will try. So their father, which is also my other half, does not like them being exposed too much to social media, anything, nor do I disagree. So I try not to put them on there a lot because I am funny with that. When I do put them on, I'm kind of hiding that I put them on there. Because their father he doesn't agree with that. So I'll try. Sometimes I can try. If I have them in the salon, then I'll definitely try and do it for you guys. But I can't make a promise. You gotta keep the little kids. Social media tells them that everything is go, go, go. And they are addicted to, can I go on YouTube? You cannot. How do you keep grays colored? Nothing seems to work. So demi-permanent colors are better for gray than semi-permanent. Semi-permanent colors do not penetrate the cuticle, and gray hair is actually one of the most stubborn types of hair, right next to Chinese and Japanese hair. I keep her braided. Is that good for her? Yes, but you also need to give her breaks in between the braids so that you don't have traction issues. Barry Belcher means protein is the best protein treatment ever. It's black owned for 25 years. He has a full line. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so there you guys go. Barry Belcher. I've never heard of him, but awesome. What's the best protein for what? For hair, silk protein or wheat? Excuse me. It's more like preference. I would more say Google the difference between silk and wheat protein. And sometimes it depends on the product. Every product can't work with silk protein. Some products need wheat. Christopher short haircut. Every 2 weeks I do a halo. But I think I'm going to see how long I can go without relaxing the top of my hair to see how thick it will get. So I do not relax the top of my hair all the time, as my mom called it. So I texlax the top of my head, and I only do that every 8 to 10 weeks sometimes because my hair is fine. So you guys, how it tells you how fine textured my hair is. While I am not lacking of any hair whatsoever, my hair texture is fine textured. This is what I try to tell people, like, now that I have a haircut, it's clearly easy to identify. But when I let it grow out, it looks a little bit fuller. My texture did not change. The health of my hair got better, but my texture is still fine. So with that being said, you can, yes, you can stretch out the top. I don't relax my top too much. I need the fullness up here. I don't like looking like I got space in between my head like I do right now. Like, I can't wait till this grows out. That's my kryptonite. Like, ugh. Does rinses cover up gray? Some of them do, some of them don't. Depends on how stubborn your gray is. I understand my daughter father as well. Yep, definitely. Yes, Hunty, keep your babies pure and free of the internet as long as you can. Yes, ma'am. This internet will tell your children foolishness. I'm not with it. I'm like the FBI in my house. Like, let me see your tablet. Who's this on your Roblox? Like, I almost choked one of my kids the other day because I'm like, who are these two people on your Roblox? And they were like, that's Alex and Christian, but their names were different, not knowing that my 3 children play in Roblox together. And I was ready to choke my oldest daughter out. Like, who is this? Why you I made them delete everybody. Everybody. And I made everybody start over, and your name better be your name so I can identify who you are on this thing. Roblox is driving me nuts. Who is the winner for the giveaway? Taynique is her name on Instagram. Hey, Lanisha. One more question. Sure. My hair is thinning right in the top front. What do you suggest I do for thinning? Unless aging is my issue. I'm 46. At 46, aging probably won't be your biggest issue. You might be premenopausal at 46, but I don't know if that will make a huge difference. It kind of depends on what you're doing to your hair in the interim. That will determine. Um, I want to show you guys something. Sherry, I want you to see. Hence the reason I put the flexi rods in the front, because I know that that is going to happen with longevity under the dryer. Yay! So Octavia, you won. Tanique14. That's the name on Instagram. So Octavia, all this time you've been on here, and I'm like, oh, okay. So Octavia, you guys, just so you know, Octavia has missed no live ever of mine. I think that is it's so ironic. I feel like that is well deserved, my love. Oh my gosh. Octavia does not miss a live ever, ever, ever. And when I tell you, in the contest that I did the other day on Instagram, this girl shared her life away when it came onto my stuff. So it's extremely rewarding to give it to you, Octavia. I am so happy for you. I am so happy for you. I could not believe that is you. Wow. Congratulations, my love. Congratulations. So send me your address in Instagram and I'll put you as a part of the kit list. If you haven't already ordered a kit, if you did, then I'll send you something else. Any other questions? Guys, I don't think you understand how much I got. Let me fix my client under this dryer. Hold on. Hey, look. You gotta hold your head up. You gotta keep your head up, okay? You good? Okay. Or lean your head back. Lean back. There you go. All right. Let's see what else is happening here. I wear natural sets and get skilled probably every... Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to yawn on you. I haven't slept. Be gentle. And I have a headache now. I think it was from that light. Congrats to her. Yes, congratulations, Octavia. Congrats, my love. Congrats. How long should you stretch relaxers? No more than 6 to 10 weeks. After that, you've done no justice to yourself. I need to cut this hair of mine needs to get cut. Thank you for your products. I'm going to order the kit today. I'm glad I waited. Well, now you don't have to order it. So just send me your address and I'll get it to you. You're welcome, babe. Sonora, thank you for great information. Yay! Thank you, Sonora. So, a little PSA, don't forget, summer's going on right now. 30% off all of my hair care products, all of my hair in regards to the bundles that I used yesterday. Also off of the beginner's wigs that I have. Summer sale. Someone said that they could see my my bra prints. I'm gonna pull you guys up now. No, I gotta go get some. That's what I'm gonna go do today. Go buy something for myself. I don't buy stuff for myself. I've been school shopping for months. Ugh. School shopping for months. Sorry, I need to brush my hair. I feel like my hair. Okay, so ever since I got my hair cut, I brush my hair every day because I'm trying to fill in the gaps from having fine textured hair. I try to fill the gaps in because fine textured hair, that is determined. That's I'm tongue tied. That is determined by the number of strands per square inch of the head. And with fine textured hair, you can actually see the strands, like, to count them. And it's not even that your hair is damaged. It's just fine. So I've been doing this. I'm surprised I don't have waves already. Everyone on live, don't sleep on Crystal products. They're amazing and a lifesaver. Thank you, Octavia. Yeah, today I got a good review today from another young lady on my Instagram that she uses my edge tamer and that her hairline has been growing back. And I'm just like, God is good, because when I release my line, I know y'all don't laugh at me. I brush my eyebrows. I have calyx. When I released my line, I was like so afraid to market my products because I kept saying, well, who's going to want Who likes them? No one likes them. No one likes me because I'm so straightforward. That was real TMI just now. I was like at home. I do this with my brush at home and scratch my body. I know that's TMI. Anyhow, I was just like worried, and to see the success of my line in such a short time, it's awesome. Listen, if my wave game is not gonna be strong when I'm, you see this? You see these ripples, honey? My wave game is gonna be so strong from the amount of brushing that I've done over the past 3 days when I got this damn haircut. Can't wait till my hair grow back. And it's not even that my stylist cut it too short. I needed to cut it short. How do I order your products? EliteHairCareUSA.com. I know, I'm crazy. Is there a way to prevent natural hair from growing unevenly? Trimming it on schedule. Just started using the serum. Itch No More is awesome. Thank you. Itch No More is actually about to be obsolete because I have a new hair and scalp oil coming out that will have black seed oil in the actual hair and scalp oil, and it's a pomade, like it's a grease. So Itch No More will be going away soon. I've been checking you out on YouTube, and I think you really do good hair, and I want to know, do you know anything that can help my hair back is thinning out in the front? I think you said, do I know anything that will get your hair back because it's thinning out in the front? Yes, you can use the Extra Strength Goddess Hair Repair Serum and also hair, skin, and nail vitamins. I have sister lots, but I still enjoy watching you. You know knowledge I would love. Thank you. Please, what's that saying? If you build it, they will come. Thank you. Your subscribers are growing on YouTube, and your clients will grow as well. Thank you so much. Do you ship to the UK? I do. UK shipping is actually $38. You can actually order directly on the site now for almost all of the countries that everyone has asked me about. I have to add the countries individually, but you can now order directly through the site for whatever country you are in, and it will update the shipping for you. So yes, I do. I ship worldwide. Worldwide, including Trinidad, including Jamaica, including Guyana, including South America, including China, Guam, South Africa, Nigeria, all of them places. Yeah. I am waiting for you to hit the poon poon dance your husband hates. So it's you mentioned in her earlier video about adding the serum to shampoo and conditioner. Still waiting for my growth kit to arrive. How many drops to add? 4 to 6 drops. But the just for everyone who has ordered the pre-sale means a sale ahead of time, and you get it at a discounted rate. That's what pre-sale means. So pre-sale orders do not start shipping until next week. Because it's pre-sale, that does not mean that you're going to get your product before the actual regular release date. It just means that you get to get shipped first, and you get an amazing discount on that product because you ordered it during the pre-sale. So yes, those start going out as of next week, guys. I have to get through this weekend of the summer sizzle sale. Once this weekend is over, guys, could you believe? Okay, I have a shipping assistant now, so I don't even deal with the shipping questions anymore unless they're. We are already at over. When I checked this morning, I think it was 126 new orders between yesterday and today. This morning was 8 a.m. So you guys do the math. I thank God for it. I'm not even going to play around. I thank God. I'm so blessed to even be able to say that, because I used to pray for days like that. I pray, and I still pray. I don't get comfortable. I still pray, and I still work hard. Very, very hard. I give all of me all the time. And I feel like that is God's giving back to me, because I sow so much. I do so much. I work so hard, and that's my reward, and I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for all of you guys, by the way. All right, let me answer the next question. What about cost to the Bahamas? Yes, I ship to the Bahamas. Bahamas pricing is actually still the same. It's also $38 because I have to ship everything priority mail, so you'll get it in less than 10 days. Nobody wants to wait 30 days to only save $10, because it could be $28 if you want to wait 30 days. Well, why would I do that? I'll ship it in 6 to 10 so you can have it in your hand within 2 weeks. And that's through the U.S. Postal Service. That price is from the Postal Service. My haircut is very similar to yours. It used to be long, but I love the haircut. Very easy to maintain. But some people want me to grow it back, but I refuse. I don't want to grow my hair back. I love my shortcut. This is the only thing that works for my hair type. And it keeps me edgy. I like being edgy. I'm edgy. This is my edgy. Crystal, when I get your products you recommended, I use the Care Moisture products along with your products. How do I use them? Yes, the moisture products are going to be... Something is burning. Okay, the moisture products are those you're going to use back and forth. So repair and strengthening, and then you do a moisturizer the next time. Like that. That's how it works. So this week moisture, this wash day moisture, this wash day strength. This wash day moisture, this wash day strength. So you're really attacking all of the problems. I really appreciate you and all you do. I love how real you are. Thank you. People actually fault me for being so damn blunt. People fault me a lot. Oh, you're too, I'm not politically correct. I don't have time for that. I'm a Cancer. I snap. But I can also sit in the corner all by myself and ignore you. Hence the reason I like YouTube, because it's like I'm just talking to myself. I'm just looking at myself in the mirror. I know people are like, this girl is cuckoo. I am. Mind, I know you guys are looking like, what is she staring at? I'm looking at myself to see why the hell this eyebrow looks like this. This is my good eyebrow. This is my thyroid eyebrow. It never works the same. It sucks. All right, guys, you have any other okay, this bra is just you guys have any other questions for me? I'm trying to make it through. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Yes, guys, there are 123 of you. Please thumbs up this video. I only have 37 thumbs up, and there's 127 of you on here. How is that possible? You're amazing. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. This is definitely your calling. Thank you so much. I appreciate those words. Yes, I'm the same way. I tell it like it is. That's why I love your raw personality. Thank you. Thank you. In my former life, I was a sinner. You're welcome. Thank you to everyone who just gave me the thumbs ups are coming. I need another 59 thumbs up from the other 59 people who didn't thumbs me up. I need those thumbs up. You guys make me feel good when you thumbs me up. I need non-CBD products. So Tia, you would use the growth elixir, which does not contain CBD. My 6-year-old said do her hair. So I do not do children's hair outside of my own children under the age of 12, because I don't believe that they will keep it up for the prices that you're paying me as the stylist. I'm gonna be pissed off. You're the only one on here that gives the honest answers to our hair questions. Everyone else I've attempted to watch just mask their hair problems. Glad I found your channel. Thank you so much. I said I wanted to do something that no one else does. Most hairstylists don't agree that I share the deets. Oh well, you'll be okay. Who don't like it? A part of me wants to check her hair, but then a part of me is like, no, leave it alone. Okay, so I'm at 64 thumbs up, and it's 116 people on here. Somebody's missing. How are your products moisturizing? Are your products moisturizing? My hair is very dry. No, you need to get a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. The only thing that will help with your moisture is the Extra Strength Goddess Hair Repair Serum. For you guys to know also that I do not have any more regular serum. I am transitioning everything to the Goddess Hair Repair Serum Extra Strength on purpose, because I see a greater benefit in it than the regular strength. So all orders are now extra strength. There's no regular strength anymore, nor will there be any more regular strength. My daughter and I will be at your event. Yay, Polk County! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm still anxious though. I'm very nervous. Like very, very nervous. Like very. I don't think you guys understand the word very in my mind right now. I'm really scared. like really scared. Because I'm always afraid that no one's going to support me. So, we're going to see. I don't know why. Okay, maybe because I'm looking down. My chest looks humongous in this damn camera. I need your product. How do I go by getting it? Could you text me the information I need? Margaret, you're going to go to elitehaircareusa.com, just like my YouTube name. And then you'll go to shop and you'll use code SUMMER and you can save 30% off during the summer sizzle sale. So everything's 30% off. You just need to use that code. Would you sell your products in Sally's if opportunities presented themselves? Hell yeah. What? Yeah. Especially. What? Let Sally say, Crystal, join us. Crystal is going to join them. Sally's is controlled by a company by the name of BSG. B as in boy, S as in Sam, G as in girl. They are also the owner of Cosmoprof. How I know this is I'm an educator for Pravana in the professional side of the store. So what you guys can do is reach out to the Sally's Beauty Supply, sallys.com, and send them a nice email and say, hey, would you guys ever think about including the Elite Hair Care USA products in your store? We really like them. That's how you get my name to these people. Come on, people. She deserves your thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thumbs ups, honey. Please. My sis has 4C short hair and she tries to keep moisture in her hair, but it's hard. What can she do? It sounds like she has low porosity hair, so she has to moisturize more often. No matter what I put on my hair, after 1 hour, it always looks dry. What can help? Because you have most likely low porosity hair, so you have to moisturize with higher moisture content products and oils. Oils are bomb for your kind of hair if you're natural. I love how you transform people's hair. You do a great job. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, so I got 74 thumbs ups, and it's 119 of you. Somebody's missing. I'm definitely reaching out to Sally's today. Thank you, guys. That would be awesome. I'd be one of the only CBD infused lines in the entire store. She moisturizes her hair every other day, so she probably needs to do it every day. Every day. Thank you, guys. Can you tell I'm tired and I'm hungry? I haven't eaten. Low porosity hair needs heat to moisturize. Use steamer and lighter, not heavier creams and oils. Cool. Will you ever come to the Bahamas? I want to. There's two things in life that I've never done. I've never ridden an Amtrak train, and I've never gone on a cruise outside of the gambling boat. So I would like to do both of those. Hence, what's crazy, I've flown to Puerto Rico. I've flown to Jamaica multiple times in my lifetime, and I've never been on a boat to go there. I will reach out to Sally's as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. You're my favorite stuff. Thank you. Hi, new here. I'm loving your work. Thank you, Maddie. Can you post information about your event in October? I actually am going to post the link in my post part of YouTube. And I'll have a link there that you can actually go and get your ticket. The tickets are $45, all inclusive, unlimited mimosas or juice for those of you who don't like alcohol. An elegant catered brunch. I'm going all out for this, by the way. Everyone will receive a swag bag, which was called the Boss Babe swag bag with over $50 worth of hair care products in it. There's also going to be live tutorials and free consultations done by myself. There will also be a live natural makeup tutorial done by my master makeup artist, Muneka B, who's right here in Orlando, Florida, and she'll also be doing consults as well. And I'm looking for a boss babe as well, boss business babe, which I can do it myself, but I'd like to invite another boss babe in to come and weigh in on starting a business for my boss babes, and that will be the next piece to the puzzle. Is it okay to put heat on my hair every other day in the crown area? No, it's not. No, that hair is going to end up breaking. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Let me check her out. Let's see where she's at in her drying process. Hold on. Oh, you're almost thinking about stop. Let's see where you at, girl. Let's see where you at, girl. hair is dry. Come step into my office. Her hair is dry, guys, so she's gonna step into the office. Let's turn this light up. All right, her hair is dry. So let's get this baby rolling. I think that's good. Let me bring you up some more. Ha, there we go. That hair is dry. That hair is dry. That hair is dry. All right, so how we do this is you are going to put a little bit of Frizz Tamer and Shine Serum on the hand. I'm going to put a little more than normal, that much. Why? Because I need to moisturize my hand. No, I'm just kidding. I need oil on my fingers as I'm pulling them out so that I can actually oil each piece. The way you do this is you go from large to small. Okay? So we're going to do that. Gotta pry this one off because I did it the opposite way. Okay. And then when you're doing it, you always unwrap it the way it is on the actual rod. Okay? So, let me pull you guys a little bit closer. If I'm unwrapping, I am unwrapping her the way that I want it to go, and then I will stretch it with my finger. Okay? We're gonna do that. Now this one might not be as dry as I want it to be, which is fine. So we're gonna leave that one there. Again. Like such. And you're just stretching them out as you go. Okay. You can also do them like that if you want them to stretch a little bit more. Like such. Like such, honey. Like such. And then I always stretch my rods back out, so. All right, so we're gonna work with these babies here. I'm still keeping them in the shape and direction that I put them in. You don't want to go against the curl. You want to go with it. I told you guys these ones were going to dry a lot faster than the other ones, because this is where the dryer penetrates the most. Put down this way for me. So I'm taking out all of the big ones first, and then I'm gonna start taking out the smaller ones. Been using Care since the 1990s. I'm telling you, Care is a great line. I've been using Care since I've been out of school. That was like 03, 04. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and spray her down with a little bit more gloss. Let that settle on in while I work on the smaller parts of the head. I'm still going to go backwards though. So I'm still going to unwind them the way that they are going to face in the style. Tote down for me. So at this point for the sides, All right, I'll let you guys see the back in just a second. Okay, so when I take these out, all I'm doing is that. I'm not messing around with it. I'm just literally, because it was so short, I'm just pulling them and letting these curls just fall where they fall. Tote down for me. I'm going to use my pick and open it up in just a moment. All right, so we got all of our rods out. Spray her sides with a little bit of oil-free gloss. And we're going to take our pick, if I can find my pick. I'm coming, guys. I gotta find my pick. Don't know where it's at, but it's better be here. Alright, hold that thought, guys. I gotta find my pick, and I definitely need this pick. Okay, I'm gonna assume that I'm overlooking it here. Ah, I have located it. Yes. Yes, my brother. All right, so how this works is before you start, remember your hands need to have oil on them. Okay? And you are going to start. I'm going to turn you to the side here. Okay? And you're going to start by merely using your finger and pulling out each curl and winding it the way you want it to go. So you're holding it, you're taking your finger and you're winding it back the way it was. This is going to give you that volume. This is why your hair has to be dry for this to work. So you take it one more time. I'm holding it and I'm taking individual pieces with oil on my fingers and stretching it out. The first day of a rod set or a twist out is not the cutest day because that's when you can see more scalp. As it gets older, that is when the style really comes. It's no different from if you get a weave the first day. It's not always the best. How does she preserve at night? She can sleep in a satin or silk bonnet. And then in the morning, and heard me say bonnet, not scarf, because you don't want to press it down. And in the morning, she'll use a pick and pick out her roots like what I'm about to do when I'm done. Did you guys see how shiny her hair is? And how quickly it dried because I did not make her go under there with those god-awful end papers. And this is the reason why I was saying to everybody that having the kinky roots is not a bad thing because you're not technically wanting to see the roots. You want that root to kind of swell. You want all of that to just show up. What I know other people will also do is they'll stretch it out with their fingers like that. Where they can take their fingers and just stretch it like that. Just kind of pull it out some more. But I like this method because I like to see the uniform, like the individual coils. I think that's prettier. like to fluff out back here. I like back here to be a little more fluffy. Because that's the transition point. I don't want it to look uniform like it's coming from one place to another. I want this part to be nice and fluffy. And then I'll show you guys how to get the volume on the top as well. Same thing on the sides. For the sides, you're really just going to kind of pick through it because it's short. You don't want the sides to be all uniform and stuff. You want the sides to just be a little messy and nicely coiled and curled. And you just kind of pull it apart. And then I'm going to show you guys how to get some elevation in her roots. So what I'm doing is just running my fingers through because I'm trying to take the line out. But the style is so new, you might still have some lines, but not a lot. And don't pull out too much. This is why you need to have oil on the fingers. Typically in a tapered cut, it's cut a lot shorter, so you're not doing this, but we did this on purpose because she wants to have enough hair that she can twist and do other styles to, all while still having her textured style. So that's what we're doing. So all I'm doing is just literally using my nails and just kind of fluffing it out, and then you press it in. You fluff it out and press it in. You don't want to give her afro. You still want it to give it that look like it has a texture. How often should you texture? Say more on the natural side. Say that again. How often should I texture my hair? However often you want. All right, so I'm gonna pull you guys back. This is how you fluff the top. So you can do this one of two ways. You can take a little bit of hairspray and literally lift the hair. Well, not even one of two. This is the easiest way. So I'm going to take the hairspray and I'm lifting the hair and I'm only spraying it on the roots, right? And I'm going to let this dry slightly. So I'm literally spreading the hair out and lifting it at the root level and spraying in there, okay? Are you saving this live? I am. I know some people are going to hate the fact that I'm saving this live because they have a whole hour of chatting. Oh, well. Okay, so we're going to let that dry slightly. So if you need it to dry a little bit faster, you can take your diffuser from your blow dryer, okay? Because I want it to dry a little bit faster all over. And I'm just going to diffuse it really quick. I diffused it because I wanted that hairspray to dry quickly. Then you take your pick and you push it in and lift. That's it. Push it in and lift. And then you stretch it out as you go along. Push it in and lift. I'm not pulling it all the way through. I'm not doing that on purpose. You push it in and you lift. Like I said, the first day is going to be the harder day because this is the day that it has to get old. It has to age, and those roots will lift and fill out on their own. In the meantime, we can only do but so much to make this work. But you don't want to pull it out too much because then she won't have longevity when it comes on time for her to pull it out tomorrow. So this is not a same day hairstyle. This is an overtime style. And it gets better and better and better. So all I'm doing is literally, and then I'm just kind of filling in these areas right here. But and just kind of use your eyes. And what I'm doing with my pick is I'm taking these lines out. I want around here to get a little bit older. I can't force it. It's going to get older as time goes. But for today, I'm just trying to give her enough fluff that she'll still have that look. And then tomorrow, this baby is going to be bomb. What the hell was that? Sorry. Something just dropped. I'm not sure. And all I'm doing is taking my fingers. All you're doing is literally just take your hands and pull it out. You can spray it with hairspray. At this point, I do not want to spray it with any more hairspray because that will make it wet. Almost too wet. And then take your fingers and just really stretch it out. See? Just by doing a little bit of stretch. So imagine if I do too much, she won't have anything left for tomorrow or the day after. So all I'm doing is just taking my hands and just stretching those curls and coils out and giving her body. Compared to where we started, this is bomb. I actually love the way this looks. And then I'll show you guys how to make those the hairline look like, yes, Mom, don't hurt them. Sherry's on there commenting. Sherry sounded like she waited on this hairstyle. I need to see. Thank you. And then for her hairline, I'll take a little bit of edge tamer, just a little bit, and just dab it in these areas. Just so it has some tailoredness to it, right? Take my brush, and I'm going to give her a little bit of baby hair, even though, you know, she's my baby. I'm going to give her baby hair. So all we did was just kind of give her some tailoredness. Make her look like she got a little tailored, you know? And then you just take your fingers and just take the lines out. Don't send them home with lines. Nobody wants lines. Nobody wants lines. So no lines. And then if you see little holes, you can stretch, you can open those curls up a little bit more just to kind of fill the holes in. Like right now there's a hole, so I'm going to take this and just back comb it. She look like she got a little engine in her belly, y'all. Sit down. She really has a good grade of hair. Yes, she does. And adding those curls made her look like this was just all her. So I want you guys to see the curls for the girls, okay? Look at the curls for the girls. And that's just from rod setting. So she already has a great texture of hair. To avoid lines, you can part through the hair, not at the scalp. I am so aware of that, babe. Thank you. Thank you. And then, like I said, tomorrow when she gets home and wakes up and all of that, I wish my 4C hair could look. It can. It's a rod set. But when she gets home tomorrow and all that good stuff and she fluffs it out, it's going to be even older. And at that point, that's when it's really settled in. Day 2 is probably the best. Day 2 to 3 is the best day of any textured style. All right, my love, let me spray you with a little bit of gloss. You can find this. Put it on. She's sleeping. I don't know what this is. Not filling out. That's one of these. Alright, so Tell them bye. Tell Sherry, hey. Hey, girl, hey.
Hello.
All right, guys. She's on her way out. She got her textured style. I love it. I do not love this space right here, but I love it. All right. So she's outie. And when she takes this down, she still has about this much hair when she takes this down, or when she rinses it out. So that's how much hair is actually on her sides, but we gave her the illusion that she had a true tapered cut. When I relax my hair, it never looks until day 2 or 3. Yep, that's correct. All right, my love, tell them bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. I'm outie. I'm so, like, I could not be outie any faster. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for all your support. You can do a rod set on natural hair. Damn, definitely. Colored, I don't have hair. They have for... Okay, let me hold you. Hold on. Let me put your ass in time. Excuse me. There we go. Can I do it? There we go. All right, my loves. We are totally out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching my live. I absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget, summer sizzle sale going on. Use code SUMMER during checkout to save 30%. To roll right out with her, right? Bye, guys.